Hey guys, Justin here from Simplified Investing. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. In this video, I wanted to discuss our top plays of the week, give you guys a key market update, and provide you guys with valuable content that you can actually use in this coming week. For those of you that are in the private chat, these will likely be plays that I am watching tomorrow and ones that you can expect to see in the alerts channel. With that being said, if you are interested in joining our private team, simply check out simplified-investing.com today. You will get our course access, our alerts, and much more. With that being said, if you could also like and subscribe to the channel before I get started, that would also be greatly appreciated. So getting started, before I get started, I should say, live check here on futures /ES. For those of you that don't know, this is going to be tracking the SPY futures. Essentially what this would be is if SPY were to open right now, there is a difference of time value, but essentially 1.06% up on the market. The market is already taking in that Biden has won, or it's projected that he will win. The market is moving up off of this. So before I get started here, I will break down SPY. I have five great plays here actually today that I will be breaking down for you guys. So the first one I'm breaking down for you is SPY. Clearly a strong break of this downtrend here. We saw this doji reversal here off of this 10-12 weekly chart here. We dropped down, retested, almost hit that 320 support that we were watching and mentioning to the team. Now we are trying to make highs here. The key will be if we can break above this price point here at 353.93, which if we were to open here, we would be about 30 cents away here. So let's see if we can carry this overnight momentum here. If we can get a break of that 353 level, I can see those highs here getting hit in this coming week at that 358.75 level here. Again, that key will be above this price point here at 353.93 region. Again, close to opening on that if we were to open here on the market. Breakthrough of that, the next level we do see is 356.35, and then a gap through above 358.75 will confirm a breakthrough and continued run here on SPY, the market index. We'll break this down here on the daily for you as well. Clearly gapping off a huge strong bounce here off of this 325.71, forming a doji here. That's the one thing I don't like so far here on SPY. However, we are gapping up on strength here. So much till overnight here. But we are sideways here. I don't like that we did not make that higher high pattern here on Friday. Again, how do you know a reversal here? So you see these lower lows. We're finally making higher lows, higher highs, breaking that trend, pushing this trend to the upside. Huge volume here on this on 11.4. Pushing up here. Now we're trying to hold this 349.15 support here. And again, the key retest will be above that 353.93 level for a continued run here in the market index, specifically SPY here. So the first play that we are watching and one that we've been playing a lot recently is going to be NEO. We found great success with NEO here, and we will be watching and monitoring this for a continued play this week. We do have earnings here 11/17, however, won't be this week, so it won't affect the weeklies as much. Really what I'm seeing is a strong bullish flag here. We're pushing up here on 11.5. Now we get that consolidation period that we do see here that we did finish here on Friday. Now the key will be above 42.52. We have potential to see that 43.30 high. So again, I will be watching this for a scalp play intraday here tomorrow. Above 42.52 here, or holding the support here at this 41.44 region. These will be two key levels here to play. Again, don't be one-minded and narrow mindset that you can only play calls here. If this breaks below this 41.33 price point here, you can gladly play puts to the downside if you are seeing price action and momentum heading that way. However, strong uptrend here, breaking out of that consolidation base here that we saw here on 10.16. Another gap up here. I like this consolidation candle here. Now if we can get this this break above 42.52, this will confirm a breakout here on NEO for a continued run to the upside. So again, NEO looking strong here. We'll likely have a play on this one tomorrow, depending on the volume that we are seeing. Again, I preach this to our private chat members. Follow the volume, follow the volume. Again, you can see normal volume here on NEO is going to be around 42 million. These past few days, we've been trading over 300 million. Clearly, this is getting a lot of flow into it. Play the volume, play the trend, and use that to your favor. NEO is setting up very nicely here. Second one, another one that we've played, had good success with, is PLTR. Again, recent IPO, that IPO back here on 930. Not much data to back up this breakout move. We are getting some volume. Obviously not going to see as much as the IPO, but we did see some flow here after breaking out of this 1142 level here. This is more of an intraday play here. If you do even go out on the weekly, it's hard to get a judge for the levels and price targets to hit for PLTR, but loving the strength that we have been seeing here. If we go to the 5-day, 5-minute, clear strong breakout here above this price point here at 1149. Now we have to zoom in on intraday levels here as we are hitting highs here. So again, we could just go here and draw a few resistances and supports here for you guys. And draw one here and also one down here. So again, now we at least have a few levels here going into tomorrow. This is going to be a key, is if we can break above this 1496 here with volume and strength. For those of you who are eyeing a play or something in PLTR, be very careful here. We have noticed and mentioned to members that the premium movement has not been the greatest, and there is very high IV. However, liking this move here, we are getting some move here in the after hours. Tomorrow over 1496 with strength and volume will be key here to see if we can get a continued breakout on PLTR. The third play, another one that we've mentioned, is going to be CGC. So again, you can see CGC pushing up here on the 5-day, 5-minute. If you zoom out on the 1 year, 1 day, all cannabis stocks recently have gotten a huge surge in volume. I mean, we're talking the biggest volume we've ever seen since back here on 11/20 of last year. So huge volume coming in, confirming this breakout here on CGC. One thing to keep in mind, we do have earnings here before market open here tomorrow, so on Monday. So that's another reason why we are seeing this influx of volume here, obviously on the daily, people trying to get in before earnings. I'm watching this tomorrow. If we can gap up after earnings above 25.97 all-time high here, we do have a lot of potential to run here if we do zoom out on the weekly. Again, you can see the normal range that CGC has traded in back in October of 19. Now we do make those lower lows. Let's see if we can break out and form a new uptrend base here on CGC. Loving this breakout here, looking very strong. Let's see if we can break this 25 price point, 25.97 price point for continued upside in CGC. Premiums are super inflated right now for earnings, so we will be watching and monitoring the move here after it reports earnings to see if we can get any more clear direction on this, if we can continue that volume and how earnings report does. So the fourth one, similar setup and pattern here as CGC. Obviously, ACB is a lot more decay here off that 150.30 high here back on 10/1 of 19. Lower lows here. However, look at this influx of volume that we're seeing here. Same thing, all the cannabis sector reporting earnings basically before market open here on Monday, some later off in the week. However, huge volume surge here. The key on this one will be above this price point that I'm seeing here at $15.99. Again, that's far off here. We're up trading at $10, but this one will likely move a lot here intraday. Again, moving 56% here on Friday. So let's see if we can get a continued move here. We will have to monitor earnings to see where we can go with that. However, same thing as CGC. High premiums, anticipation of a huge move here off of earnings. So we will have to keep that in mind and monitor this closely into tomorrow. Again, the key level here is going to be around that $15 price point. Actually, to be exact, it will be here down around $15.55. Let's see if we can get a breakout of that on strength here. I will draw this level for a visual for you guys. We get this base support here, which ends up being that resistance, gap down, breakthrough, retest, rejection. Now let's see if we can break above this price point here. So again, watching this one closely. This one and CGC heavily reliant here on how earnings do, so we will be monitoring this one going into the week. Last play, Snapchat. I'm loving this weekly setup here. We're setting up for a 3-bar play here, breaking out, so we get this gap up here off that 10.19 weekly. We get this consolidation, 10.26 weekly, excuse me. Now we're finally gapping up to highs, forming that new base down here at this 43.03 level. So for those of you looking for swings, this is a prime example of where you could use this base support before we gap through to all-time highs to get a good risk-to-reward entry here on Snapchat. So again, 43.03 base here, gapping through highs here, loving this weekly and daily chart. Looks like we want to see this continuation. We are breaking out here. Let's go to the yearly 1 year, 1 day. So we get this sideways move after this post-earnings gap up here from 10.23 all the way to 11.5. We finally see an influx of volume here that we were seeing after this gap up here. Again, you can see volume back here slowly fading off of this consolidation. Finally gapping through. I want to see ideally a retest intraday here at 43.03 with that bottom being priced in here if we can hold this level. 2 play calls here. or if we do go in here on intraday, we do have that 45.60 high here, gapping through that obviously after hours here, but we will have this price level here around that 45.60 price point. So let's see if we can get a breakthrough of that. Again, you can see post-market, after market hours, we were consolidating before breaking that, retesting, holding that support here so far. So again, 45.60 tomorrow will be key here on Snapchat. Let's see if we can get a nice defined breakout here or a retest of that 43.03 base support. With that being said, that wraps up the watch list for this week. If you guys have any plays you are watching, feel free to leave them down below. We do enjoy seeing what you guys are watching and what you guys are trading. And if you guys are interested in getting our course, our alerts, and much more, simply check out simplified-investing.com. Hope you guys have a great evening. And again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. Thank you.